Today the Rama discusses about different domains in Shabbos. A private domain, a public domain. And according to Torah, you cannot carry from one domain to another domain. So anything that's considered a private domain, you can't carry it to the other domain, which is public, or public to private. So what happens if you have a private domain, a public domain, you want to make it private? So he gives two scenarios. One is called Mavoi Satum, and second is called Mavoi Mefulash. What does a Mavoi Satum mean? Mavoi Satum means that it's an alleyway, but it's closed from three sides. This house is on the right, house is on the left, and almost like a U. But the fourth entrance is wide open. That alley, that whole area where it's wide open, is not allowed to carry from your house to that area unless you put a lechi. What is a lechi? A lechi is you put a little pole or a little piece of wood on the side of the fourth wall. A little piece just to see. You don't need an actual wall there because biblically 3 walls is enough to make it a private domain. But rabbinically, they said that you shouldn't carry in such a domain because since there's so many houses open and it looks, you can get confused between this and a public, they say you shouldn't do it. But by putting just a piece of wood on the side of the 3rd wall that comes out to the 4th, so that's good. So that's at least you remember and you can recognize, hey, rabbinically you shouldn't have been able to carry, but we put this lechi and now you can carry it. What happens if you have a Mavi Mefulash? A Mavi Mefulash means it's only closed from 2 sides. It's an alleyway, it's like almost like a driveway that goes through and through. So it's only closed, let's say, on north and south. But east, west is open. What do you do then? So then what you got to do is, on one side that's open, you have to make a tzura sapesach, which is 2 sides and a string on top. We call it a tzura sapesach, a shape of a door, like an opening. On the second side, you can put that little stick or that little pole. So the one side is this kind of a door, so it makes it as if it's closed. And then the 4th side, you can put just a little stick there. That's where we get the concept of Eruv. What's an Eruv? An Eruv is you take a town like Tenafly, and you try to create these kind of doors, these openings, like a pole from this side, a pole from this side, and a wire on top. The question is, how wide could this opening be? Like, what's the maximum wide? If you have a pole 5 miles down and another pole 5 miles down and have just a wire, is that considered a door? So according to some opinions, the widest the door could be is 10 amot. So it's like 15 feet between one pole and another pole. And some say it could be more. So that's the whole debate we have on the Eruv, that if it's usable or not. It also depends if it's a public domain biblically or public domain only rabbinically. Because there's 2 kinds of public domain. There's a public domain that is biblical to public domain. Over 600,000 people use it every day, like in Manhattan or the George Washington Bridge or so on, 9W. Or a rabbinical public domain, which is a regular street that you don't have 600,000 people, according to some opinions. Another opinion holds that as long as the street is 16 amos wide, which is around, let's say, if you want to be lenient, around 30 feet wide the street, that's already considered a public domain, even if you don't have 600,000 people using it every day. So let's say Clinton Avenue is considered a public domain according to this opinion. So if you hold like that, then the Eruv is more problematic, because to make a biblical public domain into a private domain is more stringent how to do that than to make a rabbinic public domain into a private domain. Anyways, if you have any questions, discuss it with your local rabbinate, and they'll be able to guide you.